Right, so as you can see, we have over 9,000 unstrung symbols from getting 70 crafting, which is going to be worth quite a bit of money when we do get around to selling it, which is going to take forever to do, but we'll just try and gradually chip away at that, I guess. Um, I did go back to the Ankus, and also I went to the, let's just call them cats, because I don't really know how else to pronounce it. Um, because I said I was going to test them out because they do drop coal and law runes, and I concluded that they are shit and basically just a waste of time. Um, I did them for an hour. I got like 12 law runes and 9 coal, and I thought maybe I just got unlucky, but I talked to somebody else who killed a lot more of them, and he said, yeah, it's pretty much the rate. And the range XP actually wasn't too bad. It was pretty comparable to the Ankus, but yeah, the drops are pretty much just shit, really. I would need way more coal than that per hour to actually make them worth doing, and obviously I can get way more law runes at the Ankus per hour than that, so yeah, they're pretty much a waste of time, but I did want to test them out, and yeah, so we can conclude that. Anyways, my next big goal that I'm going to be working on this account is getting my smithing basically as high as possible. Probably the level I'll set is level 70, because that's pretty much the next time I can do something, I guess. Which is, at that point, I'd be able to make a adamant axe, and then that'd be the best axe I could obviously have until 85 smithing when we get the rune axe. So that's pretty much the goal, the big goal from here on out. But I got a bunch of little things that I want to work on in the meantime. What I'm probably going to go do right now is to go and get a rune full helm, which I've been putting off for a while. I have to go to the greater demons, the demonic runes in the wilderness, and kill them. And I'll probably just bring 3 items, and you can just pray on them, pray melee, because you have infinite prayer there, so it shouldn't really be a big deal. And from what I understand, nobody PKs there, so alright, so there is the runeful helm finally, and so now we have the best helmet in the game. Alright, so I need to do a lot of testing at this point to actually figure out where I'm going to be spending most of my time training range, whether it's at Anku's or somewhere else. Odds are I'm probably going to be getting 99 mage at the Ice Warriors because they drop a lot of nature runes. But basically I've got to do some calculations to figure out which is better, like which gives more smithing XP, like a nature rune or a law rune. And in order to do those testing, I need to go get a couple more combat levels, so that I can basically do the Remington tick manipulation effectively, because I still get aggroed by the scorpions. So I'm just going to go get a couple of range levels at the Ankus now. We got quite a bit more law runes, which should last us for quite a while, and also quite a few gems. So I'm going to go do a lot of testing now to basically figure out what the best way is for me to go train smithing, and whether it involves using laws or natures. And also I have to do some testing of the Ice Warriors as well. Right, so I actually just measured it, and it actually is about 2 run energy shorter at Remington to the deposit box rather than the dwarf mine. But I don't think it's actually going to be worth it, because there's a shit ton of bots here pretty much all the time. And although I can usually outclick them and get the ore, not every time, as you saw there. And I mean, even if just a couple times per trip I lose the ore, then it definitely, and as you can see, it happens quite often, then it's not going to be worth it. So you can tick manipulate at the dwarf mine. However, I now think that it probably isn't actually worth to do that, because the thing is, you have to run in order to do that, and with a full inventory of iron, you go through run really quickly. You shouldn't run when you have a bunch of stuff in your inventory, basically. So I think that the extra run energy used actually ends up outweighing the extra speed of the mining, because you probably spend most of your time walking anyways. So I don't think it's actually going to be worth it to do it. Alright, to be honest, the Ice Warriors are kind of shit. But I mean, I've been here 15 minutes. I've got 8 nature runes. They drop 4 at a time. So I mean, obviously it's not a good sample size, but I was just thinking like, I have to get 99 mage on something because I know technically the most efficient way is to curse while you're doing the boneyard, but I'm not actually going to do that because, I mean, first of all, I've pretty much given up hope at this point of actually getting 99 prayer on this account because it's just going to be cancer no matter how you do it, even if you got, all your melees at, giants and most of your range of giants, you still would barely like put a dent in it your time at the boneyard. So I'm realistically never actually going to do that. That being said, whatever levels we could get would be pretty cool, like 70 or whatever would be nice. But I'm just going to think of it as like a nice little added bonus, not something like I have to have. Like I have to, kill giants or whatever for the prayer XP. Um, and even if I was going to do it at the boneyard, I wouldn't curse while I was doing it because it makes it way, way more click intensive than it already is, and it's really a tedious, annoying thing to do anyways. And also, I'm pretty sure you can't do it without slowing down your XP from when I actually tested it. So, yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. I'm going to kill something for 99 mage with Fire Strike. And these are pretty good, thing to kill really because they drop, a lot of nature runes. Maybe not per hour because I'm killing them really slow. I'd be killing them way faster if I was ranging them right now. But your accuracy with magic will go up as you get higher levels. And right now I'm only 54 magic, so I will get a lot more accurate. And these things are actually weak to fire spells, so they seem like a good thing to kill. They will drop a few laws, but mostly it's the nature runes. And the thing about nature runes is they don't give as much smith XP per rune as the laws do. But the thing is, when it comes to nature runes, like the more the merrier. You can never have enough, too many nature runes. Whereas with law runes, like I said, once I get like 10,000 law runes that I need, getting more law runes isn't going to make me get it any faster. Those are like that's the set number of law runes that I need to get 89 smithing. And, having any more than that isn't really going to do me any good. Obviously, it doesn't hurt, but if I could spend that time getting getting nature runes instead, then that would be helpful because that actually would increase my smithing XP and also give me some magic XP as well. Alright, so after an hour we got 28 natures, 4 laws, and a bunch of other pretty much relevant runes really. I'm not sure what I would ever do with a bunch of cosmic runes. I guess I could just get some magic XP, but I mean, I'm fairly certain that I would be able to kill them like twice as fast if I was ranging them, but there's really no point in ranging them. And so yeah, like I said, I will be able to kill them a little bit faster later on, so I probably will kill these a bit more, but I guess we will see because I don't really plan on getting 9 mage anytime soon. I mainly just wanted to test this out, really. I mean, pretty much anything that's really worth killing and free to play pretty much drops law runes. Now, nothing drops as much law runes as the Ankus, no doubt about that. Nothing even comes close. But, as a Grey Helm, I don't really need that many, law runes. And, through training my magic, range, attack, strength, defense, I should get more than enough law runes even if I don't kill, the Ankus just by killing like, moss giants or, ice warriors or whatever I happen to kill. So I don't think I really need to kill the Ankus, and the thing that's probably going to determine whether I actually do kill the Ankus or not is basically if I can actually get any use out of that mithril ore. And if I do discover that it is better to just use it on iron ore, then there's no point in me, getting the mithril ore from the Ankus, and I can get the law runes through other means while getting nature runes at the same time. So therefore, there's really no point in me killing the Ankus if that is the case. So that's what I'm gonna basically have to test out next. Alright, so I finally got the body talisman from the hill giants, so I guess I can go basically train rune crafting whenever I want now. Alright, so basically I spent the day doing mostly a lot of testing and also a little bit of fishing as well. But mainly I wanted to figure out what we're going to be killing for most of our combat stats, like range and melee and magic and everything. Um, and I think I've basically come to the conclusion that it's not actually going to be efficient for Grey Helms to kill Ankus at all, really, because you don't really need that many law runes, and you can get the law runes while also getting nature runes by killing, moss giants or maybe ice warriors or something else. I don't know. But in any case, pretty much the only reason to kill Ankus is if you're planning to telegrab the natures in the wilderness, which again is worth it, but too risky, probably. So probably won't be doing it, and probably will be killing moss giants to 99 range, and then all of the melees as well. Basically, the goal for, and right now I'm only worried about getting 89 smithing because realistically anything higher than that is asking quite a bit, and so I just really want to focus on 89 for right now. But I tried out superheating mithril for an hour. Basically what I did was what I would do is I would basically bring almost a full inventory of mithril ore with me to the mining guild, as well as a fire staff and some nature runes. And basically, I'd mine 4 coal and then superheat it and so on and so forth until I had a full inventory of mithril bars, and then went to the bank. And I did that for an hour. I used 92 nature runes, which means, I made 92 mithril bars. And I actually didn't think that this was going to be efficient to do at all. However, technically, it is better XP than doing the dwarf mine and teleporting to Falador and smelting along the way. It's a slightly better XP than that. However, it makes very bad use of your smithing XP per nature rune. And pretty much any way you slice it, I also did some calculations and basically found out that superheating iron is by far the best use of your nature runes, because you get twice as much XP per hour overall versus using them to do mithril. And you also get more XP per nature rune as well. So there's really, every nature rune that you get should basically be used for superheating iron. And the XP per hour on that, assuming you've got the nature runes, is actually pretty insane, really. Like I said, it's over twice as fast as all the other methods, but obviously collecting the nature runes is what takes a really long time. And as I said before, it doesn't really do you any good if you collect any extra law runes, unless, yes, you are going to go telegrab in the wilderness, which I probably won't. So therefore, we basically want to collect 10,000 law runes while collecting as much nature runes as we possibly can along the way, because every nature rune that we get will speed up the training by a lot. So that's pretty much the plan as of now. I'm probably going to be killing moss giants to 99 range, and then for all the melees as well, and that should get us a nice prayer XP as well. And then I probably will go and kill the ice warriors to 99 magic, or close to 99 magic, because we will get some XP from both superheating and just other teleporting and stuff like that, I guess. But yeah, that's the plan right now. It is obviously subject to change, but it is good to do this testing first before we basically wasted a bunch of time killing a bunch of Ankus and getting a bunch of law runes that we don't actually need or whatever. So also, apparently, if you get 99 attack, strength, and defense all at moss giants, which is what most people do, for whatever reason they figured out that that's probably the most efficient way to do it, then you will get 15k law runes and 24k nature runes. And that is already more law runes than I need to get 89 smithing, because like I said, I need about 10,000. However, that would involve, getting 99 attack, strength, and defense without a rune scimitar, which obviously doesn't make any sense. So I think it's going to make more sense to do 99 range at the Moss Giants first, and try to minimize our melee training until after we've got the rune scimitar, obviously. So basically, I'm pretty much going to be killing Moss Giants until 99 range, really. There's really no point in me ever killing the Anku since it's not efficient to use the Mithril anyways. And other than that, pretty much all they drop is the Law Runes, really. So I might as well kill these, and since I don't need that many Law Runes anyways, and get a bunch of Nature Runes along the way, which will just speed up the smithing by quite a bit. And also, they drop the big bones, of course, which means that we should be able to get a decent amount of prayer XP from this as well. So basically, I'm going to be working on this and occasionally going and doing some smithing training as well to basically break things up, because my main goal right now still is to get 70 smithing, because once I do that, then I can go and woodcut for a little bit, which would be nice.